Alright kids, this is for the Skydive Dallas A license group. This is concerning some of the conversations this weekend about people not knowing how to put their 3-ring releases back together after safety day. To be honest, this problem is one of the reasons that I do my own gear checks, and if you see me get a gear check from somebody else, it's somebody that I really trust, because I firmly believe there are a lot of skydivers, not just the students, but some really experienced skydivers who absolutely have no idea what they're looking for in a gear check, and I'd rather check myself than have somebody check me who doesn't know what the hell they're looking for. So this is my buddy's rig. I apologize. It doesn't have a sky hook or an RSL to show you on here, but I can at least show you the 3-ring release and how that whole piece works. So this is a properly assembled 3-ring. Here's the stuff you're looking for. You've got the little ring goes through only the middle ring. The middle ring goes through only the big ring. You have your closing loop that goes through the little ring only. I think you guys can see there's a grommet that's behind the little ring. That loop goes through that grommet in the riser, extremely important. On the cable housing on the back, there's an eyelet there. The loop goes through that cable housing, and then the cable goes through that housing. This rig does have hard cable housings where the cable itself feeds up into this black piece right here. There's actually a rigid piece of housing in here to help you out in a heavy line twist situation, keeping that from binding up. So that's what a properly assembled one looks like. So if he did have his RSL hooked up, the RSL connects to this ring here. It does not connect to any of this hardware in here. It only connects to this little ring that's sewn onto the side of the riser. In this case, on this Javelin, the RSL would then actually route under the front reserve riser. So you see there's this Velcro. So it attached to the back of this Velcro, run all the way under that back riser, and it would connect here. So there'd be another loop that would go through where this cable is, which is your reserve ripcord. So it goes in there, when the main riser leaves, it basically pulls this cable, which pulls this pin, and then gives you your reserve very, very quickly. Alright, so what happens when you pull your cutaway? So if you pull this cable, your cutaway handle, when I pull the cutaway, it's going to pull the cable out, right? So when the cable comes out, right, so now there's nothing holding the loop in. So now the loop will come free. Little ring falls through middle ring falls through big ring, and now you're gone. So all that happens really quickly. As you guys probably know, the reason the little ring and the middle ring are there is it spreads the load. So there's very little force that actually makes it up to this little ring. So even under a really violent situation, there's not enough force to really bind that cable or make it hard to pull it away, because there's a mechanical advantage that happens between those rings as they flip through. Middle only through the big, little only through the middle. Loop goes through the small ring, through the loop, through the grommet rather. Then it's going to go through the eyelet on the cable housing. And then from there you're going to pass the cutaway cable through the loop. Alright, so there you go. And we're going to stow the excess up into this hard housing in here, which is going to be hard for you guys to see, but alright. That's that. Now you have a properly assembled 3-ring. So as you're looking for on your gear check, for me personally, I started the loop. Loop goes only through the little ring and then through the grommet. Middle's only through the big. Little's only through the middle. Big's not twisted and doesn't have anything obstructing it, no RSL shackles or anything else keeping it from releasing properly. Turning on the back side, I'm looking for the loop going through the grommet. Also looking to make sure that the loop then goes through the cable housing end. Cable goes through the loop, and then up into the hard housing. If you pass the cable through the loop but not through the grommet, it kind of looks correct, and it will hold that ring in place. It won't flop through because there's tension on the loop. Problem is, if you just bump this cable housing, it will release and fail, and you'll have a bad day. You might want to fix that.